Hello friends, welcome to today's video from Carolina's Cottage. This is Johnny and I have a few things I've been working on that I'll show you today. And do you see this luscious pink bag in the background here? I will share details about this in today's video. There is a lot to see here today, so don't miss anything. These are more thrifted items that I've updated with chalk paint, stamps, and air dry clay. I'll be focusing on giving these a dainty look for a cottage style theme. Cottage style can take on a shabby look or a dainty look, and today's pieces will be more dainty. I'll explain how to develop that variation in today's projects. The first piece is a metal tray that I found at Goodwill. After cleaning the piece, I applied a coat of primer and 2 coats of chalk style paint from Paint Couture. And I will do that for each of these pieces to help the paint adhere to the metal pieces and to prevent bleed through from anything on the wooden pieces. I have my helper with me today, but he decided to hijack some of my sewing pieces for a nap. His hair is gradually growing back where the vet had to shave him to treat his little injury, but he's back to normal. I did remove the gold handles from this tray since they were in good condition, and I want to use them without getting paint on them. It will make painting easier, and I'll reapply them once I've finished painting and stamping the tray. I'm using one of my old favorites for this tray. This is an IOD stamp that I will list in the description below. There are several rose designs in this set, and this one is perfect for stamping large pieces. I have edited this footage, but make sure when you're using these stamps that you're touching every piece of the stamp and pressing it against the surface. I am combining this set with smaller roses from another IOD set, and I will list it below as well. I'm stamping only half the design as I add these roses to the tray edges. I'm using a gray color ink with these stamps to soften the look. To give this tray a dainty look, I'm going to add evenly spaced dots to the tray, being careful to avoid the design areas where I used stamps. Adding any small design to the background will help you achieve a dainty cottage look. This could be small floral stamps or script, and it definitely adds more interest. I'm using an antiquing gel in the color Weathered Wood for these dots, but you could also use paint for this design as well. I have applied 2 coats of a clear top coat since this is a tray and it will most likely get some use, and then I'm adding these gold handles back, and that's all I need to do to this piece. Here's my next piece. It's cute. I'm going to give it some cottage colors. I'm repainting the frame and I'll be adding a print. I'm using farmhouse linen and duck egg paint from Chalk Couture. The print I'll be adding is from the Graphics Fairy, and it's a free printable that you can get online. I will link that website down below. I measured the area for a print and I loved the kittens, but after framing them, I saw that the frame stand will only accommodate a portrait view. After looking through the free printables online again at the Graphics Fairy, I decided on a pretty picture of a mom with a little girl. It's a vintage picture. And so I reapplied the metal flower to the front of this frame. And I thought I would go with this one, but the more I looked at this, it just seemed to lack color. So I went back to the Graphics Fairy and looked for another picture. These are a few options I considered, and I decided on this one. The next thrifted piece is pewter, and it had lots of scratches and discoloration. I will add air dry clay to update the details and make it a little bit more dainty looking. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe so you get weekly videos and updates, as well as any community posts that I send out. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I love reading your comments and your feedback, so please continue doing that. I hope that some of today's projects will inspire you to recycle a few of your outdated or thrifted decor pieces. I encourage you to try something new or to just practice a bit of painting or stamping or maybe decoupage a piece. Repurposing your decor can be done fairly inexpensively by adding things you already have on hand or by using free online prints. I will also include my affiliate link for a 10% discount on Paint Couture and other products and supplies there. I'm using Jovi air dry clay and a few molds to add detail to the handles and lid of this tray. I will leave a link to my Amazon store down in the description below where you can find this clay and some of the molds that I'm using, as well as a few other painting and crafting supplies. I'm putting a little cornstarch in the mold before adding the clay to help it release from the mold a little easier. I'm just cleaning up the edges a little bit, and then I will use wood glue to attach these to the tray. I will keep adding these cottage roses to the handles until they're covered. I will also add a bee to one handle and to the lid for a little added cottage style detail. It's important to gently add a layer of chalk paint to the castings before they begin drying. This helps prevent cracking and shrinking. I will let this dry overnight, and then I will add a second and third coat of chalk paint to this piece. And I will use the same technique for the lid. And now let's talk about this great pink bag. I remember when Teresa from Our Green Acres collaborated with a company called teddyblake. She reviewed a gorgeous bag, and today I have that same opportunity with another of their bags. If you thrift like I do, I don't want to entice you to step outside your comfort zone. But if you shop designer bags, this is a 100% Italian leather bag designed and made in Italy. It's sturdy and roomy. It holds my cosmetic bag, my wallet, my phone, and my keys. It's perfect for trekking off to church with everything in one bag. It can be used with or without the shoulder strap. The top can be left open for easy access, or it can be zipped to keep everything tidy. There are additional color options for this bag, as well as other bags designed and crafted by teddyblake. I'll put the link down below for the website so you can browse, check out the prices, and see what your options are. This might be a nice suggestion for your next birthday or for Christmas. These are luxury bags with everyday practicality and a fair price. Ember with teddyblake has been so kind to provide a $30 discount code, and I will link that code below. Okay, so we've had a little fun looking at that, so let's get back to some crafting. The next piece is a reproduction of a salt mold, I believe. It had been painted, but I'm changing the color to fit the theme of today's cottage style decor. I'll be adding 2 coats of duck egg chalk paint from Paint Couture and an IOD stamp with gray ink. Here's one of the IOD stamp sets I'm using today. I used part of this with another set on the tray I did earlier, and I've gotten a lot of use from this set. I cut away the rose from the stem, and I love the look of that for a lot of items. I forgot to film the stamping on this piece until the end. I'm adding a scripture stamp that I got at Hobby Lobby for a focal point on this piece. The duck egg blue along with cottage roses really pair well to create a classic cottage look. Okay, a few quick close-ups of these cottage-style makeovers. Add a little detail to the background of your piece to give it a great cottage-style theme. Remember, you can use small floral, stamps, or other items to give this look. I tried a few different prints before I settled on just the right cottage style print for this made-over frame. And I used just chalk paint and air dry clay to create a cottage look for this small covered tray. And finally, I used a duck egg blue and stamps to add a cottage style feel to this antique reproduction. I guess we worked hard today. Check the description below for the teddyblake website and discount code. I hope you enjoyed today's projects. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching and commenting, and I will see you in the next video.